feel like it's a lot easier to do yoga.
Hi, everyone. It's our dedicated little group today. The real yogis. I saw Shirley doing her scent tent, so it inspired me to do that. It's such a nasty day here in Vancouver. Oh my goodness. It feels to me like it's gonna snow. Okay, one more minute. Sasha's joining us today. And I haven't really decided what we're gonna work on yet. If you've got a request, yell it out. Otherwise, I'll probably decide on something. Well, I know I'll decide on something. Oh, I taught my first public class yesterday in the studio without any online stuff. I've been teaching online and in person. And so yesterday I just did my first class where there was only people, and it was really nice. Teaching both is really hard. I love teaching online and I love teaching in studio, but doing both together is really hard. Okay. Nope, still a bit of time. Let's see if anybody from Chandler Shore is going to join us this morning. This afternoon. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. Let's go. Well, I've been working a lot on the intercostals. That's what I taught last night. So maybe we'll do that today, because that's always a good thing. So welcome, everybody. Hope you had a good day off yesterday. Oh, I'm in my jeans today. I like teaching yoga in my jeans. It's fun. Okay, wiggle around. Take any movements that you need, head, neck, fingers, toes. Use your little checklist, your checklist of ways to become present. What are they? Go over them in your mind. I do them in the same order. Usually I go sort of from bottom to top. So I spread my feet, I spread my toes on the floor. I make a real connection with the floor, or whatever part of me is on the floor. I adjust my posture. So in this case, I adjust my ankles under my knees. I adjust myself on the chair. I'm not too far forward. I'm not too far back. I'm about halfway. I adjust my shoulders over my hips. I turn the palms of my hands to face the ceiling. There's Chandler Shore. Okay. Then I keep moving up through the chest. I slide my shoulders back a little bit, open my collarbones, swallow to relax my throat, close my eyes, soften my forehead, deepen my breath. And the last thing that I tackle, and just as a side note, by the time I get to the top of my head, usually my toes are tightened already, so I have to go back down and soften my toes. It's a constant process. It's part of being alive. And then by the time I get into my neutral pose, then I tackle my thoughts. So then I start to, now that I've got my breath going gently in and out through my nose, I try and let that influence my thoughts. And then a couple of tools to do that, to influence your thoughts, are generally the sort of mindfulness anti-anxiety tricks. So that is to feel your body. So I try and feel my clothes on my skin. I try and feel the floor under my feet. I'm going to try and listen to the sounds outside of the room. And then lastly, I try and feel the feelings of my breath. So the temperature of the air, the quality of the air as it swirls in. And finally, I try and follow that whole breath process. Following your breath is a time-honored tool for releasing the body. in the mind. It's a time-honored tool for presence. And you don't have to follow the entire path of the breath if you don't want to. You can simply stick to one aspect if that's a little less confusing, or some people just find it gross to think about their biology. So if it's a little less gross, you can think of the temperature of the air as it comes in your nostrils and as it goes out. And when I say think about, I mean bring your attention to. So we're not thinking about it per se, we're just bringing our awareness to that idea, that feeling, that sensation. And that's kind of to the exclusion of other sensations or other thoughts. And sometimes I even use a mantra or a word. Sometimes I inhale and I think inhale. And then as I exhale, I think the word exhale. And you can choose anything for that if you want to use some words. Sometimes I think inhale strong, exhale soft. And that's really useful. Mantras are really useful, and they don't have to be something very esoteric. They can just be something very straightforward. But what they do is crowd out the other thoughts. It's like when you eat a lot of vegetables and it crowds out the bad stuff in your diet. Take 3 more breaths. Just be as completely present as you can be in your body. Notice your body getting slightly bigger and slightly smaller, like a balloon or an amoeba. And then as you finish your last breath, smile your face open a little bit. You can flicker your eyes open if you like. Widen and liven up your cheekbones. Flip your hands so that they face down on your legs. Take a couple of breaths. We'll work on a bit of lung capacity right now. Bring your hands to your ribs as we've done in the past. I've been doing so much breath work that my ribs almost feel like they're bruised. Make your fingers parallel to your ribs and feel the space between your ribs. Those are your intercostals, as you know. Deeply inhale into your hands. Fingers are wide, far apart. And now we're not going to do any, just hold there on the inhale. We're not going to do any sips. We're just going to explore that huge in breath and now explore that huge out breath. Exhale fully, let your hands come back together. Hold a little bit. Okay, this time we're really going to explore that hold. So inhale fully through your nose. And just be like, okay, this is full, I'm full, all right, I'm full. And then instead of doing the sips, just really try and widen your tissue into your hands, widen your ribs. You don't even have to take any more air in if you don't want to, just widen. Helps to take air in. Widen them, spread them apart. You're using your intercostals, spread them apart even more, spread your back muscles. And then exhale down. Very small. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to sit in the hold at the bottom and then get really small. You can even push your ribs in with your hands. Push them, nudge them together. Get really, really small. Push. Exercise for the arms. One last cycle of this. Inhale deeply. Get really big, really big, really big. Push against your hands with your ribs. And then really small, really small, really small. Exhale long. And now soften up your ribs and push in with your hands. Just gently, you don't want to hurt yourself. Push in with your ribs, make it small. Make your rib cage as small, your thoracic cavity as small as you can here. And then release. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Now we'll do another breath. It's similar. We've done it before. It's called the diaphragm vacuum. You can do it standing up as well. I'll do one sitting down and I'll do one standing up. We'll do three. I'll do the third one. I don't know. We'll decide. Okay. So remembering that the diaphragm vacuum involves exhaling fully. We're going to hold on to our ribs, exhale fully. So we practiced both of those things already. And then we're going to spread the ribs into our hands like we just did, but not inhale. We're going to keep the breath out. Okay. It'll come back to you. Bring your hands to your ribs, spread them wide. Exhale your breath fully. Spread your ribs into your hands, but don't breathe in. Release whenever you have to. And remember what happens with that. You can release your hands. What happens with that is all your viscera gets sucked up into your thoracic cavity, gets sucked up underneath your diaphragm, and your shoulders tend to go up as well. Okay, I'll do the next one standing. If you choose to stand, you can inhale your arms overhead and interlace your fingers. Deeply inhale. Deeply exhale. Bring your hands to your ribs if you're seated. Breathe, don't breathe. Push your ribs apart. Keep your exhale. Let the breath come back in. Drop your hands. I'll do the last one seated. So you can also move around while you're doing that. So while your viscera, while your internal organs are up in your chest cavity, you can move around. Sometimes feels a little weird. You get a few different new sensations up there. I'll do this one with my hands overhead. But remember, when you widen your ribs, it's as if you have your hands on your ribs. So if you haven't got that idea yet, keep your hands on your ribs. Once you get that idea and you can spread your ribs, then you can bring your hands overhead. So inhale, hands overhead if you like. Big inhale. Big exhale, empty it out. Hold on the exhale, spread your ribs as wide as they can go. You're just gonna hold that as long as you can and then release. And as you release, everything goes back to its normal position, but you might feel a little different. Take a breath and notice. We'll do a little bit more of that neck work that we did on Tuesday because that was kind of new. We'll do that before we go into sun salutes. So position your hands nice and solidly on your legs and turn your head to one side. And then turn to the other. Just go back and forth a couple of times, rotating your head on the axis of your neck. One more time and then hold to the side. Don't care which side, drop your shoulders. Lift your opposite hand, so not the hand that your head is turned towards, but the other hand. My head is turned left, I'm using my right hand. Put your fingers on your right jaw or the part of your jaw that's facing forward, and then push your head further in that direction. Take a breath. Feel any tugging or stretching in the back of your neck. Drop your chin. You can keep pushing a little bit. Drop your chin towards your shoulder. Lift your chin towards the ceiling. You can keep pushing, but gently. Changes things, the pushing. Come back to neutral, jaw parallel to the floor. Push a little harder, twist the neck sideways. And now bring your head towards facing front, but resist with your hands. So resist, push into your jaw, but turn your head so that you Eventually face forward, but push with your fingers, push into your jaw, resist, resist, resist. Eventually you come to the center. Release your hand, wiggle your jaw around, slide it from side to side. And then take your hand and this time put it on your cheek or your whole face. And then push your head all the way over to the side. Now you can decide which is more effective. If it's more effective for you, if you think you get a deeper stretch by putting your hand all over your cheek or your whole face, you can. I get a bigger stretch by pushing in my jaw. When you decide, push hard. Come back to center. Slide your jaw side to side. And let's do the other side. Turn your head all the way to the other side. Bring your fingers up and help turn. Push. Breathe. Soft belly. Long breath. And your jaw gets a little bit deformed here. It's a stretch for the jaw as well as the neck. Drop your jaw towards your shoulder. Keep a little tension on the hand. Inhale. It's really hard to talk like this. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Come to your max. So come to your max neck twist with pressure in your hand. And then begin to work your head back towards facing forwards, but resist with your jaw. And you'll notice it's just like with when we do that one with our hands over our ears, you'll notice it's different on one side than the other. Come back to center. Slide your jaw around a little bit just to loosen it. And then push either with your whole face, your whole hand, or just on your jaw. Turn, twist, breathe. That's your re-stretch. Come back to center. Slide your jaw. Deeply inhale, exhale. Interlace your fingers behind your head and pull your chin towards your chest. Bring elbows to kiss in front of your face. And then inhale, open, spread your elbows wide, big chest lift, open to the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale. Bring your elbows together, curl them towards your lap. 2 more, butterfly wings, big strong butterfly wings. Inhale, open, bring your shoulder blades close together and then exhale. One more, big meaningful butterfly wings, open out, push your elbows towards the sky, lift your chest towards the sky, inhale, exhale. Big inhale. Exhale, close down. Release the back of your head, wiggle. Take a breath. Here we go, sun salutes. We'll do 4. I'll do one new thing in the sun salute today, if I can remember. Okay, inhale overhead, extend your legs out front. Exhale, fold. Sasha's coming to standing here. Inhale long. Check in, say hello hamstrings, hello fascia. It's a beautiful way to say hello. Inhale, right knee up. Step your right foot back if you're standing. Exhale, curl. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, neutral pose. Inhale, belly button forward. Hello, fascia of the front body. Exhale, belly button back. Hello, fascia of the back body. Hello, rhomboids in my case, because I worked them last night. Inhale, left knee up, step your right foot forward if you're standing. Big lunge, exhale, around your spine. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, everyone, forward fold. Enjoy the motion. Step your foot forward, exhale, fold. If you get nothing else, inhale, half spine. Out of yoga, perhaps you can get some joy in moving and breathing. Even if you don't do a lot some days. All the way up, inhale, up, exhale, neutral. We begin to realize that it doesn't hurt to do gentle stuff. Inhale, overhead. When we listen to our bodies, exhale, fold. And we are intelligent. Inhale, long spine. Intelligent movement, intelligent breath. Exhale, fold. Not impatient for results. Inhale, left knee up. Step back with your left foot. That's it. Exhale, fold. You're not impatient for results. Exhale, neutral. But we do expect results. And we do appreciate the results. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back, and we are willing to devote the time to ourselves and our bodies without questioning it. Inhale, right knee up. Step your left foot forward if you're on the floor. Exhale, drop down into your lunge or curl your forehead in. Inhale, long traction spine, spacious. Everyone, forward fold. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral, rest. Let's do one with a lunge. Here we go. If you're standing, it's the same. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, either right knee up or turn right or step back with your right foot, lunge. Exhale, drop down. Big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to center and rest. Inhale, belly button forward. Exhale, belly button back. Inhale, either left knee up or step your right foot forward or lunge left. Exhale, drop down into your deep lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, everyone, forward fold. Can you gracefully get there? Take your time, lengthen your breath. You know how to hold your breath and you know how to lengthen. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. That's the right side. Exhale, neutral. Beautiful, everyone. I notice more people are leaving their cameras on. Inhale, overhead. I love that. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, either left knee up, step back with your left foot, or lunge left. Drop down. Big inhale. Exhale, come to center or resting pose, downward facing dog. Inhale, belly button forward. Stretch your legs apart. Exhale, belly button back. Push your knees apart. Inhale, right knee up. Oh, did I do that right? Yeah, okay. Or turn to the right, left foot up if you're in the standing. Exhale, drop down. Big inhale. Exhale, come to center. Everybody step into forward fold. Big inhale, long lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Strong, alive belly. Neutral. Take a break. I had a question during training this weekend about the difference between working belly muscles and alive belly muscles. So see if you can think about that for the next one. We're going to go to half chair. So if you want to, come standing just in front of your chair. And we're going to add a little bit of a scapular push-up into this one. You don't have to do it. It's optional. Inhale, overhead. Everything's optional. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Step back with your right foot or snuggle your right knee in. Big inhale. Big exhale. I screwed up the breath there. Take a big inhale. Exhale, back, downward facing dog on the chair, neutral pose if you like. Inhale, ripple forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. A little extra here. Ripple up to straight or plank. Exhale down, a little push up, inhale up, and exhale back, downward facing dog. You can just stay in downward facing dog that whole time. Right foot comes forward, left knee snuggles up if you're seated. Deeply inhale. Deeply exhale. Deeply inhale. Exhale, everyone, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Come on up. Nice, strong belly, but not tight, strong. Exhale, neutral. Take a rest. We're going to go to the left side now. We'll put that same little push up in here. If I can remember how to do that in the right order. Inhale, overhead. One thing I realized this weekend is I'm not doing enough push-ups. Exhale, fold. Everything else feels great with this consistent yoga. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot goes back. Deeply exhale. Deeply inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, maybe just a half lift. Exhale back. Here's our little extra. If you want to stay in down dog and stretch out your armpits, that's great. Inhale to plank. Exhale down to push up, half push up. Inhale up. And exhale back. Join everyone in down dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Drop down to a lunge. I think it's actually the right foot. No, it's the left foot. Deeply inhale. Exhale, everyone, forward fold. Big inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral. Okay, no chair. If you want to come back to your chair or to seated, you can. I'll just do one without the chair. I'll try and put that little push up in a more understandable way. Here we go. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Deeply exhale, drop down. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog or resting pose. Stay here or inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, ripple back. Here's the extra. You can stay there or child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. You can always drop your knees while you're doing that. I'll do that next time. Inhale your right foot forward. Drop down, stretch into your lunge. Big inhale. Everyone, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral. Take a breath. That was the right side. Well done. Big inhale, exhale to rest. It's a little harder with those push-ups in there. Let's go. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back this time. Exhale, drop down. Deeply inhale. Exhale, whatever your resting pose is, step back, down dog, neutral in the chair. Inhale, belly button forward. Exhale, belly button back. Little extra part here. Stay in down dog or child's pose if you like. Inhale, forward. My knees are down. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. You don't have to go down far. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps up now. If you're seated, right foot comes up. Big lunge. Exhale, drop down. Big inhale. Everybody, forward, fold, delicious and buttery. Inhale, half lift. Isn't that what we want? We want our movement to be buttery and effortless. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral pose. Take a breath. One more breath. We'll do triangle pose now. We'll do it either in the chair or beside the chair. If you want to keep standing up, you can do it beside the chair. So triangle pose, both legs are straight. So extend one leg in front of you, one leg behind you, and then turn to the right side. So in the chair, your legs are a little bit stuck out in front of you. When you're standing, it's like this. You can hold onto your chair for support. So my right leg is facing forward. I'm facing right this time. It's probably better if we all do the same side. Inhale your left arm up and exhale your right arm towards the floor. This is what it looks like standing up. My right toe is pointed forward. This is what it looks like in the chair. It's a side body stretch. You may have a little bit of bend in your right leg just because it's kind of hard to get it all the way straight in the chair. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale your way up. You got to make sure your bum is nice and solid on the chair for triangle. Flip it around, so face the left side. Left toes point towards the left side. Back toes can come in like 45 degrees. You can kind of pull them in a little bit back. Maybe you can see my feet. I don't know. I'm pretty far away from the camera. Inhale your arms out to parallel, and then left arm goes down, right arm goes up to the ceiling. Stretch out the side body. Breathe. Your chair might be a little different, might not be so easy to do this, but you can still do the upper body. One more breath. Come on up, extend your legs in front of you and forward fold. Take a breath, relax your side body, relax your ribs. One more breath. Come on up to seated, neutral pose. Bring your knees underneath, so your ankles underneath your knees. Bring your arms out to a T. And we're going to go side to side with our ribs. So just our ribs, side to side. So you're reaching from one side to the other. You can inhale one direction, exhale the other. Last breath. Come to center, bring your hands in front of you. And then one arm up and over and towards the back of the chair. And then we're going to reach the ribs forward and the ribs back. And the ribs forward and the ribs back. One more. Forward. This is like cat-cow with our arms extended. Now switch your arms. So my left arm is now back. My right arm is forward. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. You might be getting into your abs a little bit to do this because you have to keep your arm up. One more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Shake out your hands. Give them 3 flicks. And then come to arms in a T again. This time we're going to make a circle with our rib cage. Just sort of like Sufi grind. Make a big circle. Switch directions. Really getting into the tiny muscles and the tiny muscles around the ribs and the bigger muscles of the side body. Last circle. Come to center. Inhale, arms overhead. Extend your legs. Forward fold. Take a breath. Release it all. Very soft. Notice the difference here. Our belly is completely soft. Now come up to seated, neutral pose with your knees, ankles under your knees. Take a breath. Bring your left hand to the chair or floor and your right hand up and over and do a little side bend to the left. Exhale. Inhale up. Reverse it. Right hand to the floor or chair and do a side bend to your right. Left arm's up in the air. You can do that on your own breath. Exhale into the bend. Inhale up to straight. Exhale, bend. One more each side, and then we're going to hold. So take one more each side. And then hold on one side. Stabilize your feet on the floor. Hold into that stretch. If this is too much for your arm, bring your arm to your upper ribs. Actually, let's everybody bring our hand to our upper ribs. Deeply inhale into your hand. Deeply exhale. Spread your ribs apart. We're bending left. Spread your ribs apart, your right ribs. And exhale them together. Use your belly now to come up to center. That's the good thing about your hand not being overhead. Release your hands down. Bend to the other side. Bend to the right side. You may want to put your right hand down to support you. Come to a big bend. You can bring your hand overhead first if you like. Then bring your left hand to your left ribs. Deeply breathe into your ribs. Spread your fingers apart. Elbows pointing up to the ceiling. Exhale deeply. One last one. Big inhale, side body. We have all kinds of adhesions all around. Exhale. All around the tiny muscles of the ribs. Come back up to neutral. Use your belly muscles. Extend your legs and forward fold. So this forward fold is in the center. It's neutral. Exhale, fold, soften. Inhale, exhale. Rest everything, soften everything. One more breath. See if you've got any extra range of motion there. Does it feel a little more elasticy? Let's take one more breath here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Come back up to center. Inhale your arms out to a T, and we'll do a little tiny bit of ab work. You can extend your feet if you like. If you're sitting down, just spread your feet a little bit, and we're going to reach right fingers to left foot, and then up. Exhale, left fingers, right foot. You don't have to come all the way to the foot, and up. Exhale, reach, and up. Belly work. Make it happen with your belly, not your back, not your legs. One more. See if you can keep your arms in the exact same T. So instead of reaching one arm towards your legs, keep your arms in a T and twist your torso. Come up. So try and keep your arms exactly the same with your torso. Twist. You won't come to your foot. You'll come to the floor maybe. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. You'll feel the difference because there's a twist in your torso. Come back to neutral. Exhale deeply. Soften your shoulders. That one really makes your shoulders go up often. Take an inhale, exhale. Let your shoulders come down. Check my time. Oh my goodness. Time flies. Okay, wrap one arm across your chest. Remember what we did yesterday? I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, I mean. Reach that arm, the front arm, the one that you're wrapping, reach it to the back of your chair so that you get into a little bit more of a twist here. If you're on the floor, you're just twisting. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the sky. Yes, now twist. Release and open. Squeeze the other arm across your chest. Reach for the back of your chair. I have a chair back here somewhere. There's just a lot of plants. Okay, inhale, lengthen your spine. Lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Settle your way back in your chair. And then move away from my jungle here a little bit. Settle yourself onto your back if you're on the floor. Flip your palms so they face the ceiling. Deepen your breath. Take a few inhales through your nose, exhales through your mouth. On the exhale, soften. Completely soften. Remember that process that we went through at the beginning where we got really mindful and we noticed everything from our toes to our head. Take the same process, but this time soften. Completely let go. Instead of just being aware of, completely soften your toes, your feet, your legs, the back of your knees, your upper legs, your pelvis. Slide your shoulders back and down. Let them just be very heavy. Soften your neck. Soften your face. Let your lips be particularly soft. Soften your eyes, eye sockets, forehead, temples. Break. And then begin to come back. Doesn't need to be long to be good. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your shoulders. Now rotate your neck. Feel into your intercostals. Feel if there's any bits of your ribs that are still stuck. Everyone's are. Of all of the parts on our bodies that are stuck, I think it's the ribs that have the most possibility. Open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So nice to see you. Just a little public service announcement. I am teaching a class tomorrow in the park here. It looks like it's going to rain, but if you can do this class, you can definitely do my class in the park. It's at John Oliver School. It's at 10 o'clock. If it's not raining, please come out. Nice to see. Or what?
Or if it is raining.
Or if it is raining. I think they cancel it if it's raining. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. We're going to go back to our fire and try to keep warm.
Thank
I
you.
know. So
Thank
cold.
you.
Bye.
Thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.
What do you need for the park one? Do you need a mat or anything?
We're not wearing masks. We're just quite far apart.
Okay.
So, and I don't touch anyone, but it's Eastside Fitness. And
Right.
I mean, if you want to just pay when you get there, you totally can. Wendy's there from Eastside Fitness. So yeah, but it's one of the only classes that's happening. There are starting to be classes in the park. Karma's starting to do them, but they're pretty rare. So hopefully it won't rain because it was super fun last week.
I'll tell another friend
Anyway.
of mine who's also named Christine, who is
Awesome.
she's been going to Eastside Fitness for some.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, definitely tell her.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 o'clock,
Great.
John Oliver Field.
So can we do it online tomorrow?
No, I can't. Oh, yeah, at 1 o'clock I'll be online, but not at 10 a.m. That one I can't do because I'm being paid for that one. So, yeah. But I'll be here tomorrow at 1.
All right. Thanks, Nikki.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Nikki. Bye.